This episode introduces one Japanese book. Many people in modern society feel a quiet emptiness without knowing exactly why. This book explains that feeling not through emotion, but through structure. The author is Kanji Izumiya, a Japanese psychiatrist. The title of the book is Don't Make Work Your Ikigai. The main idea of this book can be summed up in one sentence. When work becomes the center of life, meaning becomes very easy to break. This book does not focus on clear mental illness or strong psychological symptoms. Instead, it asks a deeper question. Why has it become so hard for so many people to feel meaning in their lives? The book does not talk about loud sadness or deep despair. It talks about something quieter. Emptiness, confusion, a feeling of having no clear direction. This time, 3 ideas from the book are followed. Why this emptiness appears, why making work the center of life is risky, and how meaning can be rebuilt. The author says the modern problem is quiet. It does not appear as strong pain or dramatic suffering. It appears as a lack of meaning. In the past, many problems were emotional. Anger, fear, jealousy, these feelings were painful, but they had energy. Today, many people say different things like, I don't know what I want. Life feels empty. I don't know why I keep trying. The author explains this change in a simple way. For a long time, people lived with strong lack. They needed food, safety, and money. This lack pushed life forward. But in rich societies, life became stable. Most people have enough to live. Because of this, survival alone is no longer enough. A new question appears. What is life for? At the same time, society keeps asking questions. Is this useful? Does this have value? Rest, doing nothing, or time without a clear purpose often feels wrong. The author says this pressure creates emptiness. People feel they must always move forward. And when meaning is lost, people blame themselves. This problem becomes deeper when meaning depends too much on work. The author does not say that, I don't know what I want, means laziness. Instead, it is seen as a weak sense of self. Many people have little experience choosing based on inner feeling. This often happens not in hard lives, but in comfortable ones. Parents and society prepare the right path. People learn to adapt. They meet expectations. They work well. Life looks fine from the outside. But one thing is missing: choosing for oneself. The author calls this a trolley life. As long as rails exist, the trolley moves forward. Life continues without needing deep choice. But when a small problem appears, trouble at work, failure, or illness, the trolley stops. At that moment, something becomes clear. There was movement, but no chosen direction. The mind and body then react. Sleep problems, no energy, no interest. In some cases, people can no longer go to work. The author is clear about one point. Going back to work is not the real answer. That only puts the trolley back on the rails. What is needed is inner power, the recovery of the self. The book does not suggest strong will or positive thinking. It suggests a change in direction. First, step away from a work-centered life. Question the idea that life exists only to be useful. The author criticizes the pressure to always be useful, the belief that only useful actions have value. Instead, the book suggests retraining the self. This retraining is simple. Notice what feels good. Notice what feels uncomfortable. Notice small movements inside. Forget usefulness for a moment. Put words to these feelings. The book calls this play, not escape, practice, interesting, uncomfortable, calm, wanting to continue a little longer. By acting on these feelings and accepting what happens, a sense of self slowly grows. At that point, life is no longer on rails. The author says meaning does not come from work. It does not come from titles or praise. Meaning appears later. through choosing, acting, and accepting the result. These are the main ideas of the book. The age of strong lack is over. Endless effort for survival is no longer enough. Suffering has changed, from strong pain to quiet emptiness. This emptiness grows when meaning depends too much on work. Work is important for living, but it is too unstable to carry life's purpose. When work shakes, meaning shakes with it. The book says the answer is not more effort and not better answers. What is needed is to recover inner feeling and rebuild the self. Meaning is not given from outside. It is not a reward. It appears quietly later through choice and action. Work does not have to be the purpose of life. Purpose can be rebuilt from within.